welcome back to my YouTube channel, and I'm so glad that you guys are here. I'm back again. I'm here with a story time. Okay, I need to tell y'all about this time where I almost got scammed with a modeling agency. It wasn't even real. It wasn't even a real modeling agency, but this is a story about how I almost got scammed with this modeling company called Barbizon. Anyways, let me tell y'all how it began. So what had happened was, one day I was on campus. I think it was like the end of my freshman year. Yeah, it was the end of my freshman year. And what happened was, I was gonna go take my exam and my phone rang. And I was like, who is this? Because it was an unsaved number. So I answered it. I was like, hello. And the person was like, hi, is this Nanette? And I'm like, yeah, this is her. And then the person's like, oh, well, I just wanted to let you know that I just wanted to see if you're still interested in modeling and all of that. You filled out some information for us a while back, and we're just trying to get back to you and want to see if you're interested. We still have some slots open. And I'm like, I mean, I guess I could be a model. So I was like, let me just take this exam and then I'll get back to the lady. So I took the exam, and then I called the lady back, and she was like, yeah, well, they're having tryouts or something, or info session, whatever. And people who have gotten the call to come should register through email. So she got my information, my email, and my number, and my mom's number, and she was basically saying that she would like for us to pick an appointment date. And when we pick the appointment date, we go to the hotel, and then, you know, things are gonna happen, and they're gonna choose who they want to be a model or actor or actress or whatever under that whole modeling stuff. So I'm like, okay, bet, that's good. I don't really have plans on being a model, but I mean, this is nice. So I was like, okay, let me just do it. So week after week, she sends me information, and then like, here's your appointment time, this is the date, this is where you need to go. So fast forward to the day that I'm supposed to go. I'm with my mom, right? And then we were supposed to come with, I think it was 3 pictures. Was it 3 pictures or 1? I don't know. I took 3 anyway. Of yourself, like full body pictures of yourself, and you bring it to your interviews, whatever thing. So I went, and then eventually everyone who had applied or gotten a call came in. So then it started, and here comes this old white lady, and she's like, hello guys, welcome to Barbizon. This is like an opportunity and blah, blah, blah. And I'm sitting there, she's saying a lot of things that sound too good to be true. And I'm sitting here like, I don't think this is true. So she's like, yeah, well, you know, we take education very seriously. So we want all our students to have nothing less than a C. I think she said a C+ or C in school. And how she doesn't want anybody failing their classes, and if you fail your classes, then you're gonna be on probation and all this other stuff. And all the parents are like, wow, you know, this is so good. I really like this, the way that they're so education first or whatever. And I'm like, come on, y'all gonna have to come better with that. So I was like, let me just see what else they're gonna say. So then the lady's like, yeah, you know, in education first, you gotta make sure that everybody is on point. And she was also saying things like stipends and all of that stuff. So everything, I'm sitting there, everything is just sounding so sweet to my ears. I'm like, oh, you know, the heavenly sound, right? It sounds like, oh, in my ears. And I'm like, wow, God, I can't believe you just placed such an awesome opportunity in front of me. Come to find out, Well, actually, let me keep going. So we get there and she's saying all this stuff, and then they're like, okay, so we're only picking the top 10 in this entire group. Mind you, it was like 100 plus people in that hotel. We're in the hotel room that, well, not room, but like it's like a conference room, and that's where we were. And she was just basically saying, yeah, we're picking the top 10 out of all of y'all, and we only go for the best, blah blah blah. So sitting there saying all this stuff, and I'm like, So she puts people in like different categories. She told us to stand up if you're in college. I mean, if your age is something to something. And then she said college or like 18 and up. And I was like just a part of a small crew that stood up. And I was just like, wow, it ain't much like us for real. So I'm thinking like, I don't know, did other people not want to do it? Or I was just confused. Because a lot of people there were younger than my age. So I was like, interesting. So anyways, that happened. And then I went back to my seat. Well, I sat back down. And then she was like, yeah, so what we're going to do. Well, she showed us a presentation. And it had like different people who did Barbizon and are now doing Victoria's Secret runway stuff and New York Fashion Week and all this other stuff. I'm like, I'm not really interested in all those things, but at the same time, it would be nice to do in my life, you know what I'm saying? So that's okay. Let me just keep sitting here, and I was like, let me just keep sitting here and focus on what she's saying and make a decision at the end. So the PowerPoint stuff is over. And then she's like, okay, so we have about like 7 interviewers or whatever. And they put you based off of your category. I forgot what category I was in. It was like big kids or like young adults. And I don't know. It was so long ago that I don't know. Not so long ago. It was like in 2018. But I don't really remember much. Was it 2018 or was it 2019? It was 2019 because I started college in 2018. So it was the summer after my freshman year. So yeah, 2019. I do not really remember much because a lot has happened in my life since then. But like, yeah, so she split everybody up into groups. So everybody had their own like counselor to go to or interviewer to go to. So you sit down and you wait for them to call your name. So I was like one of the last few people to get called. And she called me and she was like, wow, you are so beautiful, and you have a nice body shape, and you know, you have a beautiful smile. She looked at my pictures. She was like, wow, you are so gorgeous. And I just couldn't stop smiling. I was like, thank you. I was like, thank you so much. Anyways, yeah. When people call me pretty, I just get really excited. But she was like, yeah, you're so gorgeous, you're so pretty, blah blah blah. And I'm like, thank you. So then next thing you know, she's like, can you walk for me? And I'm like, child, I do not know how to do no model walk, because I did model in like a few fashion shows for like my church and like school, like high school. Other than that, I have no modeling experience. So that was like really mind-boggling that she had told me to do that. And I said I had no modeling experience, but I'm gonna try it. So guess what I did? I walked back and I came forward and I walked, and she told me to do a spin. So I did a spin, and you know, my spin was something like, sorry y'all, I'm wearing shorts, so I didn't feel like getting up. But yeah, that's basically how my spin went. Like, you know, mean mug and bad baby, giving you bad baby vibes and all of that. So listen, she was like, wow, you know, you're so good, but since you have no modeling experience, you're gonna have to go through modeling school. And we have a modeling school, and the price is $2,000. Now I said, hold on, what? You want me to go to modeling school when I already look like the model type already? You want me to go to modeling school? And I'm like, okay, whatever. So mind you, the modeling school is $2,000. I said, bro, how are you gonna say you're gonna pick the best out of the best because you feel like they're ready for modeling, but you want me to go to $2,000 modeling school? No. So I went home and I did my research. What she told me I got in. Well, she told me that she was gonna give me a call. right, the next day. And if I get the call, that means that I got in. So we was waiting. She said around like 10 o'clock in the evening, because that's when both my parents would be home. So she called, and then I told my mom, and my mom came and listened, and she was like, congratulations, you're a Barbizon model. Thank you for being a part of it, blah 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 blah. And you know, with the payments with the modeling school, you can pay in full or you can pay in increments. And my mom is like, okay, well, thank you, we'll let you know when we're gonna get ready to pay, blah 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 blah. So I'm sitting there like, bro, it feels so good to be true. Like, all the good things, like, I'm sorry guys, I don't remember all the good things that she said, but it just felt too good to be true. Like, there was something in my spirit telling me that no, don't do it. Something was telling me don't do it. The Holy Spirit telling me don't do it. I said, okay. So I went on YouTube and I did some research and I looked at some videos. Child. My throat is a bit parched. Hold on. Okay, so she's like, yeah, you can pay in increments, whatever. And then I'm just sitting there like, bro, I don't know if I could trust these people. So what I did was I went on YouTube and I looked up Barbizon, and I was like, I really think that this thing is a scam, you know? So I was like, no, I'm not even gonna waste any time committing to them just yet. So I went on YouTube and I searched up Barbizon modeling school or whatever, Barbizon company, excuse me. And I was like, let me look up some YouTube videos so I can see what it really is and if I'm really getting to the real deal here. So I went on YouTube and I saw this one girl. She was like, yeah, well, I did Barbizon and then I went to the modeling school, but it's not even really a modeling school. It's just you meeting up at different hotel rooms, hotel event spaces, and they're just teaching you basic things that everybody already knows about modeling, and you don't really learn anything. You don't get opportunities. The teachers don't really teach. I said, hey, oh my God. Imagine my parents paid $2,000 for me to go to something like that. And it was like a 3-month training, no pay. I said, it's okay. It's really okay. Like, it's really okay. I really don't need to. Yeah, if I really need to be a model, somebody who takes pictures will look at me and be like, wow, I need to make this girl model. And you know, so I was just like, I'm not even gonna worry about it. Let me just let them do them, but they can keep me out of it. So I went on Google after the YouTube videos. I watched like 2-3 YouTube videos, and then I went on Google and I typed, is Barbizon a scam? So I'm looking and I'm like, I'm seeing that people are saying it's a scam. And I'm like, I knew it. I knew I should have did my research. I knew it. So anyways, they did that. And then I just gathered the information. I went to my mom. I was like, Mom, I looked up Barbizon and it's just too many cons about this company, and I just don't trust it enough, and I don't want you guys to waste money, and then I won't even, like, you see, like, I don't want them to waste money and then I find out the truth and then they're mad at me and they still keep making me go to modeling school when it's not even modeling school. So I said, okay, let me just leave it. So after that, the lady reached out to me. She was like, well, we're gonna need your deposit because the school is gonna start soon, blah 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 blah. And then I was like, thank you so much, but like my dad doesn't really agree that we should do it. And yeah, him and my mom are just really conflicted in terms of like letting me do it and letting me not do it. And she was like, okay, thanks, I totally understand, blah 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 blah, and hope you all the best. Hope you all the best. I wish you all the best, blah 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 blah. And that was the last time I spoke to that lady. I don't even remember her name, but I know she was white and old and she had blonde hair and her voice was kind of like, you know, like somebody who smokes cigarettes after a while. That's how her voice was like, kind of. And I was just like, wow, these people really take people's dreams and could, like, dreams of modeling, young people's dreams of modeling, and basically rip them into shreds because they want them to be a part of this so-called modeling thing that doesn't even exist for real, for real. So I'm just sitting here like, bro, why does that even matter? I mean, how is that even legal? But that even reminds me of this story that I have to tell y'all about this one job I had named Vector. Anyways, that's a story for another time. But I just wanted to let y'all know this story, just in case you guys come across it, and if any of you or your loved ones come across it. And yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know what the deal is with Barbizon. I don't know if they changed their name, probably not, but that's just basically the tea on Barbizon. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe this video to your friends, your family, your aunties, your uncles, whatever. But yeah, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you guys do not get into the habit, or at least into the... Bruh, this whole time my eyelash was not even sticking in the front. But I hope you guys do not fall into the trap of Barbizon or Vector or Primerica or Trimerica, any of those things, because they're all scams. But my best advice for you guys is to do your research before you decide to join something, because you never know. Like, not everybody has the gut feeling that something is too good to be true, or something is fake, or something is a scam. But I would say do your research and make sure that you know what you're getting yourself into, because you don't want to join something and then later down the road you realize that what you were expecting to join isn't what you thought it would be. So yes, thank you guys.